Welcome, graduates, family, and friends, to the 2021 Oregon Health and Science University, Portland State University School of Public Health graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate our students. I'm David Bangsberg, Dean of the school, and I welcome you on behalf of our two partner universities and on behalf of our associate and assistant deans, our program directors, our faculty and staff, all who are deeply committed to your success. Today is our fifth commencement ceremony as one school combined by two universities. We have 4 students graduating with a PhD, 101 graduating with a master's degree, 4 with a graduate certificate, and over 380 students graduating with a bachelor's degree, every one who make us very proud. I also want to acknowledge our graduates' families and friends who are joining us today, whose encouragement and support were invaluable in the achievements that we celebrate. Thank you. Graduates, you are the reason that we are here, to celebrate your success, your hopes and aspirations for the future. And this has been a tough year in many ways. I know for you, for your families, for all of us. But I believe our future is brighter because of your commitment to change and your belief that we have the power to shape a healthier, more just, and more equitable world. The events of the past year, the COVID-19 pandemic, the health inequity it has exposed, the racial inequity and injustice, the poverty and houselessness, have elevated the field of public health into national consciousness. We now have a platform to be heard and a platform for change, and it is upon us to use those platforms. As you have heard me say many times throughout the year, the School of Public Health, and as public health professionals, it is our responsibility to recognize and to address the devastating impacts that systemic racism, white supremacy, oppression, and state-sanctioned violence have on the safety and security and health of our Black, Indigenous, Asian American, transgender, Pacific Islander, Latino, Latina, and other people of color. The fight for racial justice is taking too long, and things just don't change. But we must not be deterred in doing this hard work. We must keep our eyes on the mission, and we must continue to call out the inequities and injustices when we see them, until there is enduring change. In his famous commencement speech at Oberlin College 56 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King said, "Let nobody give you the impression that the problem of racial injustice will work itself out. Let nobody give you the impression that only time will solve the problem. It comes through the tireless efforts and the persistent work of dedicated individuals." Yes, this battle is a long one, and you may not see the results of your efforts for a very long time. But as Dr. King also said, the time is always right to do right. Today, we need you, our future public health leaders, now more than ever to do this work, to change the system. We need you in the game because together it can be done. We need public health practitioners, scientists, educators to move upstream to confront the legacy of these injustices at the population level, to address the social determinants of health, reverse the toxic stress of racism and other forms of hatred, to take on issues of mental health, substance use, suicide, gender, transgender equity, and so much more. Yes, there is much work to be done, but you are ready. And this is why you chose the field of public health. This is what brought you here today. And now, I have the great pleasure to introduce one of our region's leading public health professionals, our keynote speaker, Dr. Frank Franklin, the Principal Epidemiologist and Inaugural Director of the Epidemiology, Analytics, and Evaluation Division at the Multnomah County Health Department. Dr. Franklin's research and practice includes connections between toxic stress and neurologic development, forensic epidemiology, violent crime, tort law, substance use, and mental health services, as well as the administrative and evidence law. Thank you, Dr. Franklin.
First, I would like to thank Dean Bangsberg for extending an invitation to be a part of this auspicious moment at the School of Public Health. In addition, I also would like to extend my gratitude and appreciation to the faculty and staff at the school who have made this moment a reality, And certainly a heartfelt thank you to the friends and family who have supported and nurtured these graduates to this momentous occasion of transition into the public health profession. Now and finally, without further ado, I want to congratulate the 2021 graduating class of the OHSU PSU School of Public Health. I am so excited for you all as the next cohort of public health practitioners. Although this year has been incredibly challenging for the field of public health as we grapple with this endemic of COVID-19, racism, and intolerance, this period underscores the material role of public health in protecting well-being and improving health across all public spheres, not just in the context of healthcare delivery. As we resiliently move forward in some areas, we are beginning to see some light at the end of the tunnel. However, as you successfully climb one mountain, you also successfully reach the bottom of another. With this success comes an opportunity and obligation for the public health profession. With this success comes the charge to recommit to our efforts to the public health function of assurance. The assurance function confers a duty to be a guarantor to the principles of public health and not to abdicate the practice nor adulterate the science in the face of complexity. As you each traverse across the brave new world of public health, I am confident in and inspired by the fact that collectively you all bring solutions yet to be seen, and moreover, I am proud to walk with each of you in this journey. Finally, despite the tumultuous times we are in, I implore that each of you please take this time to be present in this part of your narrative and to celebrate and enjoy this accomplishment. Once again, congratulations to the 2021 graduating class of the OHSU PSU School of Public Health.
With my Bachelor's of Science in Public Health Education, I will promote resilience within my community by advocating for equitable health policy.
With my public health degree, I plan to go into graduate school to become a fully licensed physical therapist.
Hi, I'm Michelle Bollinger, and I plan on using my MPH in Health Management and Policy to develop policies and programs to help improve maternal and child health.
I believe everyone should have the ability and choice to live a life full of vitality and optimal health. I'm excited to use my public health degree to work to reduce chronic health disparities.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I plan to use my public health degree to improve healthcare for military service members and their families.
After graduation, I'll be returning to my midwifery practice, working on quality improvement in community birth and on maternal and infant health policy.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Elliott, and I'm graduating with an MPH in public health practice. When I graduate, I'm going to be working with the Public Health Agency of Canada as a policy analyst in vaccine competence, focusing on vaccine hesitancy in healthcare workers.
I'm going to add to the field of psychiatric epidemiology and hopefully challenge some of the ways that both public health professionals and the greater public think about access to mental health care as something that can be preventative and therapeutic.
Hi, I'm Grace. I would like to use my public health degree to address systemic racism and gender-based violence as the public health crises that they are, and hopefully to do research in health equity. Thanks.
I am going to research housing and mental health policy to make a more equitable world for all.
I plan to use my public health degree to help my community and my state by creating informed and lasting public policies that have greater consideration for equity and cultural responsiveness.
I'm leaving the School of Public Health with the resources and the knowledge of occupational wellness from an ecological perspective, enabling me to make a positive impact on the daily lives of people.
I'm using my degree in public health to go on to a PhD in epidemiology, where I'm going to focus on disparities in maternal and child health caused by systemic racism.
We come from places near and far away. Nurses, doctors, learners, researchers, and caretakers. We're here in this land of volcanoes, striped with rivers and thick with forests. to learn, to discover, to heal. We acknowledge those who came before us and all the people we left behind. Together, we can accomplish so much more. Because it's been our mission from the start to bring health and hope to all of humanity. To work toward a cause that's bigger than any of us. And to never stop bending toward the light.
There once were some folks who went online to study their books in difficult times when COVID came and closed things down, and lo, we all felt low. But yo-ho for public health, they worked for the greater good, not self. For one day the changes will come and they'll have left their mark. They looked upstream for social cause at population health, because with an equity lens and evidence, their work can help us all. So yo-ho for public health, they worked for the greater good, not self. For one day the changes will come and they'll have left their mark. They had so many tasks to do, like policy class and epi too, group projects and internships, yet still they carried through. So yo-ho for public health, they worked for the greater good, not self. For one day the changes will come and they'll have left their mark. And when the vaccinations came, they waited in line and changed the game. They protected themselves and others with help from herd immunity. So yo-ho for public health, they worked for the greater good, not self. For one day the changes will come and they'll have left their mark. Now we send you off to your greater work. We know that none of you will shirk. We've trained you well and we bid you farewell to your futures bright and good. So yo-ho for public health, you work for the greater good, not self. For one day the changes will come and you'll have left your mark. Yes, one day the changes will come and you'll have left your mark.
Thank you, Dr. Kara Eckhart, and your shipmates, Dr. Mika Niederhausen, Dr. Claire Wheeler, and Dr. Leanna Winnett, for that spirited voyage of public health. That was a much-needed reminder that while our work is serious, we don't always have to be. I don't think I'm going to get that song out of my head for quite a while. So one of my greatest pleasures as your dean, to have coffee with a student, even when it has been a virtual coffee over the last year. I have coffees to hear your professional dreams, your aspirations, how you are going to change some part of the community in our world. Makes my day a better day every day. I hope that now, as your journey continues, and as you step out into the world to achieve those dreams, you will carry not only the knowledge, but the resilience and the determination to be successful. Call me, text me. I will always have time for coffee. Always have time to listen to your dreams, not only to the many steps forward, but also to the necessary steps backwards. Because there are no maps and time limits for our most important challenges. Hearing about the important work that you will be doing, the change you are bringing, is my greatest source of pride and will be my greatest reward. But that is for tomorrow and the tomorrows to come. Today is a day to celebrate and to soak up the pride of your family, your partners, your friends. So go have fun and celebrate. Then it's time to get to work. But before we do, here are some words of wisdom from Dr. Catherine Bradley, who is retiring today from the School of Public Health, where she played an instrumental role in founding the school and where she has taught since then. She is joined by some other familiar folks who have something they'd like to say to you as well.
Hello. I want to congratulate each of you for being here today and achieving your goal of graduation. It has been a challenging year as we have once again had to face the depth of our own racism and in our country, along with the life-changing impact of the pandemic. During this time, what you have done is to demonstrate remarkable resilience by staying focused on completing your education. And this has also put public health in the forefront of addressing health inequities and protecting the health of our communities. It will be your knowledge, your skills, and your voice that will be part of creating that future. We wish you the best, and we look forward to following your career.
Dona nobis pacem, pacem. Dona nobis pacem.